Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Today is Saving for My Dreams Day. My name is Nori, and this is Norelis Budgets. Welcome or welcome back if you are a returning either subscriber or viewer. Thank you so much for being here and spending time with me. You guys know that every Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I live in Florida, we have a date, and that date is to save for our dreams. Let me move my little plaque here. I hope you guys can see everything. I think we're good. I have my $30 that I always have, and then I have my binder right over here. But before we get started, I have some happy mail that I want to share with you guys. I was very pleasantly surprised because you guys all surprised me with this happy mail. I was not expecting it. So, well, one I was, because it's Lilz and it's my membership, but everybody else was a surprise. So this is from Lilz, from Lilz World 733. I am a member of her Ko-fi shop, her Ko-fi membership, excuse me. And I got this one from Lilz World 733. Thank you for joining my Ko-fi membership. A beautiful butterfly sticker. I love that. Hello, friends. Thank you for joining my first quarter group play challenge. This is a roll and save challenge, and it will last for 3 months. Roll 1 or 2 times a week and watch your savings grow. Make sure you tag me in your videos to come watch my group play videos and let me know how much you're saving. Happy Sunday. Happy savings. And then it's a group play. Awesome. So I'll be adding this to my group play binder. A super cute kawaii kitty kato. Kawaii kitty kato. Okay, so I'm gonna add that to my group plays. A super cute paperclip. And she's like, hey girl, oh my gosh, you're such an inspiration. I'm so proud of you. I hope you enjoy my monthly savings. I've also included my next group play. I'll be starting on February 5th. I hope you've been doing well. Much love to you, Lilz. All right, so that's super sweet. And then my member exclusive challenge, which I have to put in my binder. So I'll go ahead and add those to the binders because I have 2 binders that these need to go in. So that's exciting. Thanks, Lilz. And then let me put that over there. This is from Angela, always Angela XOXO. And she sent me this, super kind of her. She is, she has a channel. Oh, that's so cute. Is that a sticker? It looks like a sticker. You're amazing. Aw, that's so cute. Thank you for becoming a huge part of my savings journey. You always inspire me to keep going. Your videos and challenges help so many people. You're continuously encouraging the budget community to keep going. You're doing an amazing job. I really hope you know that people are motivated, especially me. Please save with these challenges. Hugs and love always, Angela XOXO. Oh, thank you, Angela. And this is Perfect Romance, and it's each paw is $1, and the final paw is $5, and then save 25, and then plus bonus right here. Oh, that's so cute. And then this one is Make Your Own Luck, and always Angela XOXO. And you can, I guess, roll and save. That's so cool. Thank you so much. These are awesome. I love them. I will definitely add these to the rotation. I just have to find which day of the week to add them to. And then I have some happy mail from Vicky. Ooh. Happy Valentine's Day. And then it says, Dear Norelis, I just wanted to wish you a very happy Valentine's Day. May you be filled with so much love and joy along with friends and family. Con cariño, Vicky. Hope your Valentine's Day leaves a feeling very loved because you are. Aw, Hello Kitty. Aw, little Hello Kitties. So cute. And a nice little paper clip. And then, hi Norelis, my name is Vicky. You made me fall in love with your channel so easily. You're the very first one I watch and subscribe to for the minis and tinies, especially for all the Hello Kitty everything. So from little me to you, sinceramente, con mucho cariño, Vicky. Thank you for being the best. Aw, thank you so much. That's so sweet, Vicky. That's super kind. Love is in the air. And stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Stop in the name of love. That's cute. I immediately thought of the song as soon as I said it. As soon as I read it, I was like, oh, I have to sing it now. That is adorable, Vicky. Thank you so much. I will include all of these in my savings. I promise you guys. I just have to find out which one it's going to be. And then this is from Toby Budgets. Jess, and it is the cutest. She goes, Nori, thought you might like these stickers. Also, thanks for the group plays. And it's a Kuromi sticker set. Ugh, adorable. Thank you so much for thinking of me. And then she sent me this Save 35 1 through 6 Tobin budgets. And it's a cute cat snowman playing with a cat snowman. Two cat snowman. Because he kind of looks like a cat because he's got whiskers. I don't know. It's just cute. It's adorable. Thank you so much, Jess, for thinking of me. That's so kind of you. You guys are so freaking amazing. I can't. And then I got this little baby cutie. This little baby cutie pie over here. And this little baby cutie pie is a strong baby. She's not a baby, little baby. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have to rip you. Even though I already had opened it. I don't know what happened. Well, that escalated quickly. Happy Halloween, Emily Rose. How freaking cute, you guys. That's a heart. Thank you so much for joining my Valentine card group play. This starts beginning the first week of February. The heart is in the middle for extra savings. If you post about it, can you please tag my channel? Hope you have a creepy Valentine's Day, Emily Rose. Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh my God, Simply Sarah Saves. Sarah is freaking out right now as she sees this. Look, Sarah, this is a girl after your own heart. Skeletons and bones. How freaking beautiful. That's beautiful. I mean, it's creepy, but it's freaking beautiful. Thank you so much, Emily Rose. I love it so much. I can't wait to add it to my group play binder. And then I got a happy email from Kristine Creations, and it's Easter Express. It's a game. Comes with instructions, and it comes with an A5 and an A6 dashboard. I'll definitely be playing this. And here's the game, and then you have to follow the instructions, obviously, to play, which I have to read. There's an Easter egg and color and save, and an Easter egg roll and save for Easter. And then an Easter word search, a jelly bean jar, color and save. And then this is from, okay, so this is all from Kristine's Creation. So thank you so much, Kristine. Check out her Ko-fi shop. This is available in her shop, and it is super adorable. I know that we all like to plan ahead for the holidays and for all that. So it's a super cool game and super cute challenges for Easter. So check out her shop. I always have a link below because there's also my free group play. So check out Kristine Creations. She's awesome. I love her so much. She's the kindest, sweetest lady ever. And then I have Shelly's Crafty Corner. She sent this to me, and it's a really beautiful freebie set that she made, and she sent it to me as a thank you. And it says, you're the brownie to my ice cream, and then save your way, save your way, and then you're the taco to my Tuesday, and then it says, you're the soy sauce to my sushi. And it's so cute. So thank you so much, Shelly, from Shelly's Crafty Corner. I appreciate these beautiful challenges. And like I said, I'll be sure to use all the challenges you guys send me. I just have to figure out when. So don't get discouraged if you don't see it right away. It's just that your girl's only got so much money, but I'm going to use it. I promise. All right. So let's get started. So one of the things that we discussed in episode 3, and we're on episode 4 today, was, let me actually flip over. We discussed our whys in episode 1, and then we kind of followed that up on episode 2 to kind of bring that back to full circle, so we really kind of knew what our whys were. In episode 3, we were talking about ways to find extra money to save, and we talked about watching money spent on drink or foods, finding ways to get rid of non-essentials, committing to a no-spend month, finding free events in your area for entertainment, reading to relax and save instead of doom scrolling. And I asked you guys what are methods or things that you do to make your money stretch, and you guys had some wonderful answers. And then for episode 4, I have a quote for you guys, and the quote of this week that I want you guys to ponder on is, how to waste $5,000 a year is to spend $1,370 a day on things you don't need. And that's how you throw away $5,000. This is a quote from Dave Ramsey. He put this up on his Instagram, and I screenshot it because I knew I wanted to talk about it. We find so many opportunities to spend, and we think, oh, it's $13. It's not a lot. But if you add that up a year, that's $5,000. So let's be mindful of those $3, $4, $5 that add up to $1,370. It doesn't have to be one transaction. It could be multiple things. To find extra money in your budget, look for patterns like this. A few changes to your spending habits can make a big impact on your bottom line. So at the end of the month, you'll be able to save a lot of money if you're looking at that $13.70 that you're spending a day on multiple transactions, on one transaction, on just like subscriptions that you have. So examples to find money is daily coffee or lunch runs, right? Sometimes we're just like, oh, it's just a little coffee, I'll be fine. Next thing you know, especially if you go to Starbucks, it's $13 for one drink, you know. Unused subscriptions. Sometimes we're subscribed to things that we don't even remember that we're subscribed to. So maybe going through your debit transactions and seeing what's being deducted, because you don't need some of the things you have. And like, do you really need 7 streaming services? Can you probably cut it down to 2? Do you watch, because there's no way that you can watch 5 different streaming services at the same exact time. If you're a full-time like worker and you have kids or you have a big busy life. I don't have Netflix. I don't have any of those streaming services because I don't spend enough time in my home. I am never home. And when I want to watch something, I have other free ways of watching them. So I don't watch Netflix anymore. I just don't have time. So since I don't have time, I don't use it. I don't download it. And if I want to use it, then I'll buy it for a month. You know what I mean? But I don't have a need for it because I don't watch TV. I genuinely watch YouTube. And I watch free stuff on different apps that are on my TV, and I don't watch it. So I don't spend money on Netflix, and that's just me. That's my life. I'm so busy that there's no point in me having Netflix when I don't even turn on my TV. I only turn on my TV to watch YouTube. So that's a way that I've saved some money. Gym. Sometimes people sign up for the gym and it's so difficult to get to unsubscribe or cancel your gym membership that you end up having a ton of money that you can use towards other things. If you cancel that gym membership, that's like $20 or $30 a month. Because be honest, are you really going to the gym? And if you do, then great. But if you're not, then maybe you cancel it until you're ready to go back to the gym. Random fast food. Sometimes you just go buy random food instead of going home and making yourself a snack or a sandwich, which we talked about last week. Spending from boredom, like going on Amazon and just buying things because you're bored or you're stressed. So like stop scrolling and buying things because you're bored. And groceries/snacks out of the list. So if you have a list for groceries and you buy extra groceries or snacks that weren't on the list, that's how you can end up spending extra money, and you can find money in that grocery allowance to save. So sticking to the list when grocery shopping is really, really important. So where do you see yourself cutting back on? Like, that's kind of what I want you guys to think about. What do you do on a day-to-day basis that if you cut back on, you would be able to save some money? And I know that we all have it, because sometimes we feel like, I need that. There's no way around that. And you're like, I bet that if you really looked at it, you wouldn't need it, or you don't need it. You just feel like you do. So for me, like I've mentioned, doing my no spend is food and coffee. Like I like to like treat myself with food and coffee. So stopping that has been great. January has been a good lesson for me. No spending has been great for me. I've been able to see the no spend challenge has been a good opportunity for me to see how much money I do spend just willy-nilly grabbing something to eat or giving myself a treat. So tracking my spending this month has been really, really important and really good. So I feel really, really happy with my progress and my no spend. So I recommend you do a no spend challenge, even if you don't save money. That way you can actually see where your money is going. So those are some things I wanted to bring up so you guys can think about. And I want to talk about my no spend challenge since I did it last Wednesday. And now I'm just kind of like, well, let me do it on Wednesdays. So the 20th was the week that I had through the 26th. So I had one spend day that week, and it was on Thursday because I wasn't feeling well, so I had to get myself some medicine. So that was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was the 23rd. So on Thursday the 23rd, I did end up spending money because of the fact that I was not feeling well, and I had to also pay for a teledoc, like a health doc visit, because I wasn't feeling good and I wanted to talk to a doctor. So I did that. And so it was like spending, but it was like necessary spending. So obviously you can't really budget for illness, right? I've been trying to budget and plan my spending if I have any, so that way it doesn't count as a, you know, random spending. So since I couldn't obviously plan for that, then it's fine, whatever. But just letting you know that that's what happened. And then I have today is the 29th, so these days have been no spends. And then I have 2 days left in the month, which I feel really confident that I'll be okay. So I think I'm gonna be good. It's been eye-opening, and it's been really good for me to kind of monitor myself, and it's been worth it. So I think this has been really eye-opening to go back to that conversation I just had with you guys about finding ways to save, spending that $13.70 a day that you don't feel like it's a big deal, but when you add it up in a year, you realize like, oh man, you know, like, you know, some people have some bad habits too. Like some people like to vape and like to smoke cigarettes, and you know, I know you don't want to hear it, Sara. But that adds up over time, and it's also really bad for your health. So, you know, I get it. There's a reason why people do it, but you know, that's another way to save some money. All right, so that is that. So I'm going to be putting away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 is $8. I'm going to be saving for my no spend challenge for January, and I'm almost done with it. I think I survived. I'm not going to do a no spend in February because I'll be going on vacation, and I don't think I'll be doing it in March either, but I might do it in April because I know I don't have anything really big going on. So let me do $8. So 5, 6, 7, and 8, and I have a ton of ones in my little wallet here because I swapped out ones from this actually, so I have a ton of ones. So $8 going into my challenge. So let me grab the money. Let me see how much we've saved. And we have saved 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, and 33. $33 in this no spend challenge this month. And let me get a $20 bill. That way I can condense it, and at the end of the month I have some extra money that I can add to a sinking fund or something. So that'll be cool. All right, and then this no spend challenge you get with the purchase of my budget planners. If you use my budget planner, you will have this, and you can print it as many times as you want. And then you get notes and all sorts of stuff. So that's where this is. That's where you can find this in my digital planner. All right, so let's get started without further ado, because that was a long intro. Oh, and if you didn't notice, or if you missed the video, this book is available. Obviously, it's free in my Ko-fi shop, which you guys know and love and have been downloading like crazy. But if you don't have access to a printer or just no way to get it, if you have a little bit of money to spend, you can buy it printed. I will send you the discs. I will hole punch it for you. I will laminate the cover for you. And then I will print everything in cardstock for you, and then you can add it to it. And then the beautiful thing is that you can do other challenges in here and add them into your book. So it could be like your savings book. I will be releasing more challenges for this book later on. So if you want to purchase a physical because you don't have access to printing it and you really, really want to start it, I do have an option on my shop for that, and I will print it, laminate that. The challenges will be in cardstock, but the cover will be laminated, and you get the rings and everything's hole punch ready to go. So, and it also comes with all the dashboards printed out in cardstock, ready to go, cut up and everything. So check out my Etsy shop if you're interested in purchasing it. My shop is 25% off at the moment, and I have free shipping for everybody in the US. So yeah, so let's get started for real now. So this is my little binder. I put one of my oopsie dashboards here because that's from my 1 month ahead. Also, if you are in the market for a 1 month ahead binder, my 1 month ahead binder is available still on my Etsy shop. I do have some left. So feel free to head on over to my Etsy shop so you can purchase this beautiful 1 month ahead challenge, so you can start saving to be 1 month ahead in your expenses. Alrighty. So let's do this. So I have $30, like I mentioned. Let me get my markers over here. Let me move this so I can see my other markers. All right, let's see what I want to use. All right, I'm going to use this pink one. All right, so how has your week been? How have you guys been? Tell me. Fill me in on all the things. Let me get my little... I almost messed up my book. Oh, where's my little thing? I cleaned my office. And you know when you clean... and you clean so good, it's dangerous because everything, like, it's not where all the craziness usually is. That's what happened right now. Because I'm like, where the heck did I put my little thing? No, where are you? Oh, it's probably in my challenge book, actually. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm not ready, you guys. Yeah, haha. I found it. I was very like, no. I spent some time organizing my office because my brain was not feeling good because my office was messy. So now I feel better because my office is not messy. All right, you guys. So last week we finished a whole row. And that felt really, really good. And I'm doing $2 each icon, as you know. And so far we had saved $10. And so I was actually able to go in, and that's why I had so many ones in my little wallet. I was able to go in and get all the ones out. So I'm going to be adding $2. So now I have $12 saved in my emergency fund, which is exciting. So yeah, so tell me about your week. Tell me how it's been going. Tell me what's up with you, what you're doing, what you're up to, what you got planned. What are you excited about? I know that everybody's excited about Valentine's, but I don't really celebrate it. I'm kind of like, okay, it's Valentine's, no problem. And it's not a thing that I think about, right? And I always feel bad because some people are really excited about it, and I'm just like, it's just another day to me. I've never been like really big on Valentine's like that, but I can understand why some people enjoy it. When I was a kid, I really liked it because we used to do the little cards, so that was fun. Other than that, I mean, I've just been my nephew, he is 8 years old, and he absolutely loves monster trucks. I'm talking about, he has so many monster trucks that it's ungodly. Now we have $12 in rainy days, and in Tampa this weekend, we have Monster Jam, which you probably heard of. It's like that show where Save for Your Future is up, where you watch the monster trucks, you know, they do their thing, they have like a big show, and like the little kids love it. Like kids absolutely adore it. Like he's just a boy's boy, and he just loves his trucks and all that stuff, right? Well, my sister, she has one kid, but obviously, you know, there's budgets, and the thing about it is that his birthday is in January, the second week of January, and then we just had Christmas, right? So it's like his birthday's like 3 weeks after Christmas, and then the spending and all that. So my sister was like, hey, we can't go to Monster, because he kept asking about it. Can we go to Monster Jam? Can we go to Monster Jam? Because, you know, ads on the local TV and stuff like that, and online. So he saw it when he would watch YouTube and stuff like that. Well, my sister told them, like, we can't go because I don't have money for it. There was your birthday, there was Christmas, there was a lot of expenses, and, you know, they have a limited income, obviously. My sister's a stay-at-home mom. She homeschools my nephew, and obviously she has stuff, and they got things to worry about. They own a home, so obviously there's a lot more expenses and all that stuff, right? So he kept begging and begging and begging, and he was like doing homework, and he was really stressed out and upset and crying because he really wanted to go. And I understand that, and I grew up poor, and I understand, like, I would always ask my mom, like, hey, do we have enough money this month so we can do X, Y, and Z, you know? And I was always really triggered by that growing up, because I felt like I missed out on a lot of like things, because obviously my parents could not afford it. And they were, you know, they were immigrants, and they didn't have a lot of money, and everything that we had, we worked for. And everything that we had usually was used, you know, hand-me-downs or purchased like secondhand and stuff like that. So no shade. I absolutely loved my childhood in that sense, but it was also hard because I didn't get to experience a lot of things, you know. And so she's telling me this story. She's like, oh yeah, Enzo's driving me crazy. Like, his name is Enzo, by the way. I named him. He's my baby. And so she's like, I feel so sad because he's really sad and he really wants to go. And I keep telling him we can't because we can't afford it. Mind you, I had just finished like a bunch of different challenges and we completed a lot of savings challenges. And those challenges are just going to be for my sinking funds and stuff like that. So I was listening to her tell me the story about Enzo being sad. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take one of my savings challenges and I'm going to buy his tickets, right? Because it's saved money. I was going to reallocate it anyways. I'll just reallocate it to him, you know? And so Save for My Future, excuse me, is going to get, I have $10. So I'm going to add 2 and I have 12. So I went ahead and just Apple paid my sister the money. I looked it up, saw how much it was, you know, added the taxes. Because tickets are ridiculous, like with the fees and stuff. Ended up being like $120 something. So I just was like, I had enough from a challenge. I said, I'm going to give it to her. So I sent her the money. She's like, no. You know, you don't, like, she wasn't telling me because she was asking for money. You know what I mean? She was telling me because she was like, oh, I feel bad, but, like, there's just no way. And I'm glad that I was able to save that money so then I could facilitate that for him and that he could go to that. Because I know when you're a kid, an experience like that is so exciting and so big and it stays with you forever, you know? You just remember it forever. So I'm like, you know what? Take the dang kid to the freaking show. And I don't want him to struggle like we struggled when we were kids, you know, that we didn't get to do those things. Like we didn't get to go to the movies. We didn't get to do any of that, you know? I don't want him to have to deal with that. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't learn from the struggle because that's really important. But I just felt like doing this for him will be so good and so exciting. And, you know, he's a great kid. He has good grades. He loves school. He behaves. Like, he's always on point. So why not reward him, you know? So my sister finally, after, like, me being like, take the kid, don't fight me. This is over. Like, we're not fighting. Take the kid to the show. Like, whatever. Then she obviously, you know, fought me back like 10,000 times. And I said no until she took the money. And then she's taking him to the freaking show. So all that to say, I'm so happy that I was able to save the savings challenges this month. And I am going to reallocate it at the end of the month to him. So when I put it down, like the grand total, I'm just going to take the money and say, you know, negative whatever. Because I paid for his ticket. And I don't regret it for 1 minute. I am so freaking happy and blessed. Boss babe, be the boss of your finances. I feel so freaking blessed that I was able to get the money up to give it to them so they could go. And I don't even care. I don't even want to go. I just want him to go. I just want him to live it up and have fun and just be a kid, you know. I just, that felt so good, honestly. Like, I just felt like this is Go Shorty. It's your birthday. That's for my birthday. I just felt so happy in my heart and in my soul that I was able to give him that gift, you guys. And savings can do so many beautiful things for the people that we love. And we can give the people that we love so many things because of the fact that we plan for their experiences in their life. And I don't regret that at all. I don't regret it at all. I'm so freaking excited and happy that I could. And I'm telling you this story to tell you, those are the moments where saving money really, really, like, gets me in my feels, because I'm like, thank God that I have, like, a brain and that I've been deciding that the best thing for me and my family, because this isn't just for me, you know, I don't have kids. God hasn't blessed me to be a mother. And I would have liked to have children, but life didn't go that way for me. It's obviously a sore subject, and I never talk about it. And God knows why I didn't have a child. I'm still young. I could still have a child. It's not, you know, gone forever, but I have PCOS. And if you're a woman with PCOS, you understand that having PCOS, it's not conducive to having children most of the time. You could if you wanted. I did. If you hear a crying right now, that's a cat outside. He's going, wah. And me, I'm also crying, but I'm not crying like the cat. I went through hormone therapy. I did the whole, cycle matching. I did shots. I did everything in my power to try to conceive. And it didn't happen when I wanted it. And when it did happen, it was in a bad moment, and I sadly had a miscarriage. And I decided I was just going to stop trying. And I didn't, because I was so exhausted. This is years, by the way. This is years of trying. This isn't just like one off, like 1 year or 1 month. It was years of trying, and I was tired of the disappointment, and I was tired of like keeping my life on hold before, because I couldn't make that happen, And you feel defective as a human because you feel like I'm so smart and I have so many good qualities and I have so much to offer this child, and you don't have the opportunity to, and a lot of times people will bring up children, to me like it's, not a big deal because they don't know my story. And they're always like, well, why don't you have kids? Well, you should have children. And I'm like, I wish I could, like it doesn't end up translating well when you can't sit here and try to explain to a person that it's not that you don't want kids at this point in your life. It's that it never happened and you're tired of worrying about it happening. So you just let go and let God. And I did that. I just let go. I let God. And if God allows me to have children, then I will. And if he doesn't, then I won't. And it's okay. But I feel blessed that I can bless my nieces and nephews, that I can love on them and give them the things that I could never give my own children. And he is the son I will never have. And I am so happy that I can do that for him. And I don't regret it at all. And I'm so happy that I was in a good position economically that I could take care of him. And I don't really talk about that part of my life because it's not a pleasant part of my life, to not be able to have a child has been hard on my heart, and it's one of those things now where anybody asks me, do you want kids? I say no, because it's so easy to say no than to say I can't, and, or it hasn't happened or whatever it is, I don't regret it. I don't regret continuing it. And I don't regret not like going into in vitro and all that. I don't regret it. I just feel like I'm doing too much, by doing that. And I feel like it's going to be bad on my mental health because it was really hard on my mental health. So $2 went in. So now we have $12. So since that's the case, I just know that for my journey and for my life, it's just better if I just let things be what they are. And if God wants me to have a child, then I will, and I will have a baby and it will be a thing. I just am not going to lose sleep over it. And I'm not going to look at my period every month and worry about it and test every month and, do all that because I don't have the mental capacity to deal with that type of trauma that comes from not being able to conceive, and because I already lived it, so come for me if you have comments about it because I'm not going to sit here and argue with anybody about my decision. I'm just saying I'm not apologizing for my decision to just say I don't want kids because it's so much easier than trying to explain to somebody that your life chose this path, your life was chosen somehow and this is where you ended up in. And yes, I know that I could be a great mother and I know that I could provide for a child and I know that I could do all the things, but I can't also make something happen that just didn't happen so easily, and I'm okay with that. I will be okay if I don't have children, and I will be okay if I do. Either way, I'll be okay, and I know that. I've worked on myself enough over the years. I've had a lot of therapy. And I've just accepted my life, and I accept who I am and what I've offered, and who I am to others and all that good stuff. And I feel great. I feel great for my decisions. I feel like I've done what I can with the things that I have. And I feel like at the end of the day, saving and giving to the ones that I can when I am, and that they have a life of happiness because I'm able to give that. That fulfills me in a way that nothing else could. And that's one of the best blessings about being economically stable and financially stable, is that you can be somebody's anchor. You know, you can be someone's steady force. And I've always yearned for that in my own life, and I never had it. But I can tell you that I've been that for so many people. And I am okay with that, because that means that I am someone's anchor, and I am someone that can give somebody that stability that they need. And it's okay. I find myself in that position a lot, and in my job and life, in my family, especially being an older sister. I think that this journey that I'm in has come from me finding ways to provide stability for myself and others that I love. And I am thankful that I have the strong will to do it. And $2 going into happy birthday. So now we have $12. So I see this Savings for My Dreams book, this opportunity to share with you guys these stories and talk about me and a little bit about my life, that it makes me happy to be who I am and what I've was brought into this earth to do and to give back and to provide to people in my community and in my life and in my job and everywhere, you know. So yeah, so I think I didn't mean to get sad there. It's one of those things where I don't talk about it, and when I do, I have feelings. You know, I'm a human. I have feelings. I'm a little bit dark in my humor, and I can take things keep things to myself and never talk about them. But sometimes, you know, I am a human, and I do have my stuff, you know, like everybody else. And I think that for as long as I live, I will always wonder what could have been, or what happened, or what could have happened. And it's okay, because we all do that. But also I know that I've lived my life to the best of my ability. And I've lived my life to the best of opportunities that I've been given. And I know that I will give the people that I love the opportunities that I never got. And I would take care of my nieces and nephews, and I will take care of them for the rest of my life, because guess what? They are a part of me, you know. So I feel so happy that I took that challenge and I gave it to him, and that little boy was screaming. My sister recorded him telling him about it, and he was so happy. He was so excited. He was that moment of pure bliss in his little tiny face made it all worth it. So now we added 2, so that's $12 in vacation. So yeah, guys, that got emotional real quick. Oh my god, I promise you guys, I did not expect to cry today. Wow, I just was trying to tell you about the Monster Jam story, and here I am bawling. But these challenges, these little things that we're saving for, these being your own daddy, this is what gives you the opportunity to be that person for some other people, you know. And that's how I view it, you know. And I'm gonna start an envelope for him and for my nieces. I gotta get one made that has their names. That's another thing I have to order. I'm gonna no spend this month, so maybe on another month I'll get one that says Enzo, so then I can save for him and he can go next year, you know, because he absolutely loves monster trucks so much. He is obsessed with them. He talks about them. He tells me all about them. He knows the drivers. He knows what they are. He knows how cool they are, or this or that. He's just amazed by it. So I think I'm going to take one of these challenges when I'm done with them, and I'm going to put them in an envelope for him. So then that way I can slowly save for next February of 2026 so he can go to Monster Jam again. And maybe next year I'll go with him. You know, next year I'll plan it and then I'll go with him so I can see his little face light up when he sees his favorite guys come out with their trucks, you know. I don't really care about it, but I know he does. And as long as he's happy his auntie is happy. You know, Titi is Titi's Titi. You know, I love that man. And that little boy, when he grows up into a man, I'm gonna lose it when he gets a girlfriend. I'm gonna be not okay when he starts dating, because that's my baby. All right, make your own sugar, be your own daddy. $2 going into that one, so now we have 12. And then now we're gonna go to the next 2 challenges that we gotta add the $2 extra this round, since I'm adding those extra $4 to the challenges, because we have $8. So we're gonna color 2 and we're gonna do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since we are up to this point. So now here we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. $12 in retirement. And this money, I don't know if I actually mentioned that. When I fill this up, that's going to go in my retirement envelope. And when I have $100 in that envelope, I am depositing that to my high yield savings, so I can deposit it to my Roth IRA, make a bigger deposit. Because I'm depositing $100 a month automatically to my Roth IRA. I'm going to do a challenge and keep track of it so you guys can see my progress. So this money, whatever it is, I'm just going to add it to the bank account and make an extra deposit for the month whenever I complete it. So then that way I can add more money for my retirement. Because that money is what's going to help me live when I retire, because I don't plan on being a slave to a job and work forever. I want to retire. I want to live. I want to explore. I want to travel. I want to do things. And I know I could do it frugally. I know how to not spend money, and I know how to keep myself in budget. So I'm not worried about that aspect of it, because I can live within my means when I'm retired, and I know that I'll live a good life. So retirement for me is going to be a time to take care of myself, because like I've told you guys, I've taken care of a lot of people in my life. That has always been my role, as a caregiver. And I don't mind. I don't. Even though it sounds like I might, I don't. I find joy in it. You know, I find peace in it, because I know that I'm giving back. So we have the $12, so that's awesome. All right, and then saving for my dream, my little stationary savings. So yeah, you guys, I got emotional. I'm sorry. Ooh. And I shouldn't apologize, but I am, because I didn't expect that. So that's why I'm like, oh gosh, I didn't even give you guys a trigger warning. Sometimes, you know, I know that people hearing those type of things is bad for their mental health, and I try to be mindful of that. But it kind of just came out of nowhere. I started talking about Enzo, and I started talking about him, and all of the things I think about him just came out, you know. And I immediately, like, just lost it, because whenever I think of him and I think of my nieces, I just think of the kids that I'll never have, you know, and that they are my kids, you know. And in our culture, being Puerto Rican, in the Hispanic world, and the Latin world, just in the Latin world in general, aunts and uncles, they're like your parents, you know. Like my aunt, I have an aunt, I love her so freaking much. Like she's my mom, you know. Like if anything happened to her, it would be just as bad if it happened to my mom, you know, because she was my favorite aunt growing up. She was the best aunt. Like, she used to do all the things for me. She used to buy me all the Hello Kitty things as a little girl. She used to buy me all the pretty dresses. Like, she was the youngest. She wasn't married, and she had a good job, and that girl would spoil me. Oh, that girl would spoil me, and I loved her so much. She did for me so many beautiful things, and she gave me so many beautiful things when I was a kid. And I'm so thankful that I had her in my life, because she would, like, make sure I was hooked up. You know, her baby was hooked up, and she would buy me all the things and bless me and take care of me and love on me. And she's one of the best people in my life, you know. And in Spanish world and my culture, like, aunts and uncles are your parents, you know. They love you like your parents, and if anything were to happen to them, you know you're gonna go with your aunt or your uncle, because they're gonna be the ones to take care of you, you know, if your grandparents aren't alive. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that's a non-negotiable, you know. Growing up, $12 in here,
it didn't matter. Like, if that's a non-negotiable. If something were to happen to my parents, I knew that I would have gone to live with her, because that's what she would have wanted, and that's what would happen, because she wasn't gonna let her baby not have, you know, a mom or dad. So I know that, and she has her own kids now. She's older now. She's grown. She's married. She has her life. But let me tell you, I squeal like a little girl every time she reaches out to me and we talk, and she tells me that she loves me. I giggle inside. I'm like, I know, I love you too, because she genuinely is one of the best people in my whole life. Like, she's one of those people that doesn't judge you with any decision that you make. Unlike a lot of other people I know, because, you know, we Hispanic, we judge. And she doesn't. She just listens, and she gives you advice, and she's so kind, and like, she was just an awesome aunt growing up, and I love her. You know, she's alive and well. But I just think, like, as a kid and as a young adult, I needed that. You know, I needed somebody to just listen, and somebody to just be there for me, and she was. And so I want to be for Enzo and for my nieces what she was to me, you know, like a safe haven, and saving money and being in a stable economic environment is exactly why I'm going to be able to give them that, you know. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to add 2, and that's $10. Yay. So yeah, one of each of these challenges is going to go to one for my nephew, one each for my nieces. I have 2 nieces and 1 nephew, so that's 3 kids. So one of each of these is going to go to them, because I want them to have their little envelope growing. This little situation really helped me think about that envelope that I need to make sure that I have ready to go, because obviously their birthdays come up, but I usually save for their birthdays, like in the birthday envelope. But having a specific envelope for each of them is important, because they all have little things that come up. Like my niece Emma, she's a Girl Scout. So obviously they have events, they have trips and stuff. So then I can help her in that, you know, or have like a girls' day where we go and do something. And then my little baby niece, Melody, she's my goddaughter. Enzo's my godson. You know, we can go out and do something together. So, you know, maybe we can just like plan a date and go on an adventure. So I definitely need to do more of that and take some time out for them, because I know they need me. They need me around them. You know, they need me in their life, and they need to have that person that just is there to listen and to care and to spend time. And, you know, it's different when it's not your kid, right? Because you are involved and you are present in that moment, because you're not with them. They're not driving you crazy 24/7, right? And I always tell my sister, like, oh, it's so nice to hang out with Enzo. She's like, yeah. And then you leave, and then he's losing his mind because he's screaming and crying, and I'm laughing, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I gotta go. And she's like, I know, but they get so excited, and then here I am gone. But that's the beauty of being an aunt, honestly, because I get to leave the kids with the parents. I get to have them, have fun, and then leave. And it's adorable and amazing. All right, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $10 saved. I hope all my rambling hasn't been weird. I hope you actually find something you can relate to in my conversation with you, because I'm obviously just trying to keep the convo going, right? So we can all be alrighty. Christmas savings. And I love Christmas time. So these Christmas ones, I save for Christmas all year round, you guys, and you should too, because that way you're not stressing. I know it's not ideal, but oops. And I always write myself, no matter what. I know it's not fun, but you should do it. Because the more that you save for the holidays, the easier it'll be. Even if you do $5 a month, $10 a month, like, save for the holidays. Maybe do a mini challenge a month to add to Christmas fund, you know. So you finish one mini, one of those minis goes to Christmas, one of those tinies goes to Christmas. That way you can put a little money away for Christmas. Oh, this is so cute. Such cute Christmas kitty cats. And my little baby cat. Yes, this is black and it's ultra fine. That's exactly what I needed, because they got tiny little boots. But yeah. So that's my story today. That was a I didn't mean to get sad, but it was good. It's good for you to know that about me. And that's why I don't really talk about my PCOS or anything, because obviously it's not fun. And I know a lot of you know what I mean. I know a lot of you have struggled with it. I've heard some of you guys mention it in your videos, so I know I'm not the only person that struggles with it. You know, I'm one of many, so I know that a lot of you guys understand me and understand how hard it is to live your life with PCOS, or you know somebody that you love that has PCOS or even endometriosis, you know, and it's not pleasant, you know. And if you don't know what PCOS is, it's polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it is a syndrome that affects women all over the world, and it is a hormonal imbalance affected by sugar, and I am diabetic, and it makes you gain weight, have excessive hair growth in your face or somewhere that you don't want. It is also affects your ovaries, so you can't conceive, or your hormones are off, so it's harder for you to get pregnant. I know women that have conceived with PCOS, but it just happens to be the perfect combo at that moment, you know. There's just a lot that goes into it. You have a lot of hormonal issues, you know, when you have PCOS, and you know, it's just rough because it affects your mental health because the hormones are so out of whack. So whenever anybody tells me they have it, I always tell them I know how you feel, and I'm sorry, because some people have no symptoms and some people do have huge symptoms, and then some people live their whole life not knowing they had it. So it's just a very bizarre illness that affects so many people, and also affects people that don't even know they have it. So it just depends on how you find out. It took many years for me to be diagnosed. And then when I was diagnosed, I was just happy to know what was wrong, because obviously that was a thing. So now I just accept it and I live with it. I do take hormones to balance myself out, because make you crazy. It could make you crazy, and it's not pleasant. No, it really isn't. Okay. Okie dokie. So the last $2 for Christmas. Yay. So now Christmas has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay. All right. So I wrote my finger. So we did $2 extra in retirement and saving for my dreams. So next time we're going to do $2 extra and let's get this bread and Halloween. And then Christmas, it's by its lonesome. So I'll probably put the entire $4 in Christmas when it's the next week. So 2 weeks from now. That is exciting. And then I have another one, obviously, for Christmas, but we're not going to start that one until I finish the other one. And then there we have it. Like I said, this is a freebie available in my Ko-fi shop for all of you. Comes with the back and the front. It comes with all the challenges and what extras. And it comes with all the dashboards that you saw here. And you get it all for free. But if you want it printed, like I said, I can print it for you and ship it to you on my Etsy shop. There is an option for it. My shop is 25% off and it is free shipping. So I'm just throwing that out there. It is an option because a lot of people asked for it. That is why I actually decided to do that, because a lot of people asked me for that option. And I was like, okay, let me see if I can make it happen. And I could, so I did. All right, oops. I'm going to be doing this one, my year of savings, because I want to finish January, and I have $2 in each icon, so $4 going in here. And that means we finished January, and another colored myself. Jeez, what's wrong with me? I got blue and green now. All right, so now in January savings, I have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, so I'll probably condense this at another time. But I saved $18. This is a year of savings book from Glory. at Glori's Budget. You can purchase this from her, her Ko-fi, or her Etsy, and it is an entire year of savings. So for February, we're going to be doing Happy Valentine's. This one says Happy New Year for the month of January, and we saved $18. So I decided to do $2 each for a total of $18, and then we're going to do $3 each for a total of whatever. I got to calculate it. And then in March, I did $4 each. And then in Easter, I did $5 each. And then I'm going to go back to $2 each. And I'm going to go back down to 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's how I'm going to complete this book. And it comes with the envelope in the book itself. So you can leave your money in there. So it's a really cute, really small way to save all year round. That's why I'm keeping it very low amounts. All right. Next up, I got $20. And we're going to be saving with Glori. From Glori's Budget again. This is her freebie game binder, and this freebie game binder is available in her Ko-fi shop, and you can save along with her and I. So we were right here last time on this 3 for Hello Kitty Road, and let me put this under here. So let's roll the die and see where we land. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yay! $3 again. So I'm gonna color that 3. And when we finish all the colors, all the empty spots, that's when we'll stop. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh my goodness, I gotta get my binder. I'm saving with the book. This is Glori's book, and I don't have my binder. This is my other Hello Kitty one. No! Where's my binder? Now I am shook because I don't remember where I put my binder. Here it is. Oh, there we go. So I have $3 going in here. And with the Hello Kitty Road, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and $16 saved. Wow. Awesome. It adds up, guys, a little bit at a time. All right, now I'm going to go. This is June. It reminded me. I'm going to go to the very end where I have my monthly savings, and then I'll come back to shut the box. All right, so January. We're saving $1 a day. So that's $31 for January. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and $6 to finish. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, 4, 6. Let's do that. $6. And then I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24, 26, 28, 31. Yes, you guys. We did it. Glory. We did it. We did it. Okay, I'm over here like going back to my childhood. Dora the Explorer. Lo hicimos. Get this from Glory and you can save along with her. She has the entire year and an envelope for each year, but I just printed June because June is my birthday month and that's my favorite month of the year. So I thought one envelope would do for this year and I could use all of it, all of the challenges, and just use that one envelope. Saves me on ink and it saves me on everything. But if you want to just make it a whole big thing, you can print everything and have a whole binder for free full of games. And you can't tell me that you can't save because you have no money or you can't spend on challenges and games. You can do it for free. If you go to Glory's Ko-fi shop and you download it. She has an English version and she has a Spanish version. She has 2 PDFs. Make sure you go check out Glory. She's doing bilingual videos now. And you subscribe to her channel, watch her videos, and subscribe to her Ko-fi because that girl is the best. And I love her. She's one of my besties. And we are the same exact age. And we have a very similar upbringing. Absolutely love her. She is literally my sister on here. So this is for Glory January. This is gonna go in my completed for the month. So $31 coming out of this binder because we're saving it for the end of the month. And then next week we get to start January. February, you guys. And then we have 28 hearts. That's exciting. So this is gonna go in my completed, which is thick. Look at that. Jeez. All right, let me take my bell. Because I gotta celebrate, you know? Hey! You guys are so cute. You guys are like, I can't wait till you say hey. You guys make me laugh so hard. Let me get my little dollars. So that dollar is going to my completed envelope that Glory also made because she's the best. She's the bestest friend. All right, $1. So next week, we got to start the next month. I'm so excited. And then we have all the months. And it's going to be so nice to finish it together and get to do it together. And you guys caught that I made a mistake one of the weeks. So you guys are the best. I appreciate you. All right, so let's go back. Let's do Shut the Box. Because I love that game now. Even though it's a brutal game. And I cheated on the Hello Kitty day. I don't care. Lisandra was laughing. She's like, I'm dead. You cheated. I was like, yes, I did. Because I would have been like $29 million. All right, so Shut the Box. I got to get 2 die. Here we go. And then 1, 2, 6 and 5 is 11. So 9, 10, 11. Oh, 5 and 4 is 9. So 8 and 1. And I'm playing it the low income way. $1 per box left over. $6. Because I want to keep this low income because this whole video on Wednesdays is showing you guys that with a little bit of money, you can do a lot. 2. I don't got 2 because I used it. So I'm going to do $4. I'm fine. I wanted to keep going. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and $4. So $4 goes in our thing. So, oops. And Shut the Box. And so far with Shut the Box, we've saved 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 19. Even doing it low income, you guys, look at how much money we saved. And then I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I kind of want to... No, let's do other stuff. All right, so I'm gonna roll the die. So if I roll any of these, I either do $1, $2, or $3, $1, $2, or $3. So you decide. You put it in the little bubble. Glory taught me that because I was doing it wrong. She told me, she's like, Mommy, do you know that you can put the number on the thing? I was like, no, thank you though. I felt silly, but it was funny. She's the best. She's so sweet. She said it really nicely. But I'm blind sometimes, so I'm appreciative that she can keep me in check. All right, so $3. And this is Hello Kitty Speed Shutdown. And then I'm going to do it one more time. 5 is here, and that's $2. And then, no, wait, it was 5. What am I doing? It's $2, but it's 5 over here because there's a $2 over there too. All right. Should I go again? Do I have $3? How much do I have left? Ah, I colored outside the line. I got $2. Do I take a risk? YOLO. A 2. I got a 2. That's so exciting. Okay, I'm gonna be good. That's so funny. All right. Glory, we're doing it. Look at us. Aren't you proud of us? All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and $7 and Speed Shutdown. 8, 9, and $10. $10. And I still have all these other games to do, which I haven't even started yet. And there's more that I haven't printed. So we will be saving with Glory for as long as we need to. And we're going to be doing this all year. So get the free book from her, Save With My Dreams from me, and get the savings from Glory's. And that way we can do this together. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you so much for being here. Please give me some feedback. I love hearing from you guys. Leave me a comment. Make sure you like this video. If you like the video, please. It supports my channel so much if you do that because it keeps pushing my videos out so more people can see it. So more people can see the free book and more people can save along with us. So help a girl out. I truly, truly appreciate it. You don't have to spend any money. You just have to like that button. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.